So today we will talk about pressure. In last class we have seen the various type of forces. Today we will talk about pressure. What is pressure? What is the atmospheric pressure? So let us talk about pressure. What is pressure? Pressure is the force applied on per unit area. That means if this is some surface, let us say if this is some table, and in this table some book is kept. What is this? This is book and this is table. So if this is the area of the book, this is the area which this book is occupying on this table. So this book has some weight. So this book will apply pressure on the table due to its weight. So if you have seen, like if we keep some luggage on our head, we'll feel some pressure. That luggage will apply pressure on our head. So basically what is pressure? Pressure can be defined as force per unit area. Pressure is force per unit area. Now if this is some container, filled with water and kept on the this is surface, so some table, and this is container, and here some water is present. So this water will apply, this container will apply force to this surface, and if we divide that force by this area, then we will get the pressure. Suppose this is applying some force here, and suppose this is the area of this surface which is in contact with the table. This is K, then pressure will be defined as F by A. So that is the pressure. So pressure is basically the force applied per unit area. So like pressure is present everywhere. So liquid also apply pressure on the wall. It is kept. Suppose this is the container and suppose here water is present. Now if you make a hole here and put a balloon here, what you will observe that? Put a balloon here, what you will observe? Balloon will get inflated. This balloon will get inflated due to pressure applied by the water. So water or liquid applies pressure to the container in all direction. In this direction also, all direction. Liquid apply pressure to the container in all direction. So let us take one activity. And in that activity we take a bucket full of water. This is bucket full of water. Water is present. What is this? This is water and this is bucket. Now make a hole at different level. Let us make a hole, one hole here, second hole here, and third hole here. So what you will observe? You will observe that from here water is falling somewhere on the ground at this range. From here water is falling, and from this water may be falling something like this, or water may be falling something like this. So you will observe that the hole which is at different height, water is not falling at the same point. Let us say this is the same point. It is not falling something like this. So water is falling at different distance from this bucket. It means that different hole, the pressure is not same. Here, that means here one. Let us name it like 1, 2, 3. In the hole 1 or 2 or 3, pressure is not same. So what we have found from this activity, that the height of hole is at different height of hole, different pressure is applied, due to which water is not falling at the same place. It will fall at some it will fall something like this. So the distance of the water is different for all the hole. Based on this activity, we conclude that pressure is applied by the liquid and the pressure varies with height also. It is not same. So similarly, if we see all liquid, pressure is applied by liquid to that container in which it contains. So pressure is force per unit area, and unit of pressure is Pascal. Unit of pressure is Pascal. Unit of force is Newton, and unit of area is meter square. So unit of pressure is Newton per meter square, and this is called Pascal. PA, or this is Pascal. So this is the unit of pressure. Now atmosphere also exert pressure to our head or our body, to everywhere. Wherever is atmosphere is present. If I am holding this chalk here, so surrounding of this chalk is air. So pressure is applied by air to this chalk from all direction. From this direction also, from this direction also, in all direction. Similarly, pressure is applied to me also or you also from all direction. But the pressure is very less, due to which we don't feel any pressure applied by air to our body. So pressure by pressure of fluid. So what is fluid? What is fluid? Fluid is anything which flows. Fluid is anything which flows due to its own weight. So that is fluid. What is fluid? Anything which flows. Anything which flows due to its own weight. Due to its own weight. So it can be either air or water or anything or milk. These all are the example of fluid. Fluid is basically anything which flows due to its own weight. So if you see in your surrounding, example of fluid is air, water, milk, oil. So these all are fluid. So fluid also applies pressure. We have talked about pressure applied by water. Water is also fluid. Pressure applied by air, that is also fluid. So we have separate term viscosity. viscosity like friction. Whenever there is a relative motion between two surfaces, whenever there is a relative motion between two surfaces, then there is a restive force developed between that two surfaces, that is frictional force, that is friction. So similarly, whenever two fluid layer moves with respect to each other, then there is a friction developed. There is a friction developed in the fluid. So that friction is viscosity. So it is similar to the friction, but the differences in friction, there is a relative motion between solid surface, and in viscosity there is a relative motion between fluid surface, fluid layer, you can say layer, fluid layer. So if you see, or one, suppose this is water stream and this is also water stream of river, maybe both are, this is flowing and this is also flowing. If the speed of both is different, suppose this is 10 meter per second and this is for lower it is, let us say, 5 meter per second. So if these two layers moves with same speed, then there will be no relative motion. But if these two layers moves with different speed, then there will be relative motion. What does relative motion means? If you sit on one of these layer, then you will observe that other one is moving. That is relative motion. So I was saying that if the upper layer is moving with 10 meter per second and lower level is moving with 5 meter per second, then the relative speed between these two is 5 meter per second. So there is a relative motion here. That means there is a relative motion. There is a relative motion between these two layers. Whenever there is a relative motion between two layers, then one force developed which is restive in nature. Restive in nature means force applied by this lower level to the upper level, or force applied by upper level to the lower level is restive force, restive in nature, because what happens, upper level will try to apply force to the upper level in this direction, so that this level slows down and come to the rest with respect to lower level. Similarly, upper level will try to apply force to the lower level in this direction, so that the speed of this or lower level will increase to 10, so that both will move together. So in order to this, the force is developed, and that force developed is called viscosity. This is similar to the friction of solid surface. So what is viscosity? Viscosity is similar to the friction in solid surface. So this depends on nature of liquid. Based on different type of liquids, we have different viscous force applied to the liquid. So air will apply different, or water or milk or oil. Every liquid will apply different viscous force. So this is similar to the friction. So till now we have seen about viscosity. So that's all was in this chapter. So what we have seen till now, we have seen, let me remind, we have seen force. We have seen the definition of force. What is force? Force is basically pull or push of an object. So there are two types of force. One is contact force and non-contact force. In contact force, what is contact force? In contact force, whenever force and object are in contact, or that type of force is contact force. And whenever force or the interacting body are not in contact but still force is applied, that type of force is non-contact force. And we have given the example like muscular force, that is contact force, frictional force, that is contact force, and non-contact force, gravitational force, magnetic force, electrostatic force. These all are the non-contact force. Effect of force: whenever we apply force to an object, what are the effect? Force can change the state of an object. State of an object means if it is in rest, then it may start moving. If it is in moving, or if it is in motion, then it may come to the rest. Or if it is in motion, then it may change its speed. That is the effect of force. Force can also change the direction of force can also change the direction of motion. If object is moving in a straight line, if force is applied, then it can change the direction, and it can change direction, it can move to any direction. So force can change the direction of motion. Other thing is that force can change the shape of an object. If we apply force, then the shape of that object can be changed. Like if shape is spherical, if we apply force, then it may become cylindrical, or anything based on the amount of force, how much force we are applying. So that is the effect of force. After that we have seen about pressure. What is pressure? Pressure is basically force per unit area. And what is the atmospheric pressure, or what is the pressure exerted by fluid? Pressure exerted by fluid is similar to the pressure exerted by solid surfaces. And here that frictional force which arises due to relative motion between two layers of fluid is known as viscosity. That's all in this chapter. So we'll continue with next topic in next class.